Now I want to talk about how working together with my friend Michael Bridan has changed the game. So, like I've said in the past videos, working with the autonomics is absolutely critical because it is the biggest problem that I see facing humanity today. When I met Michael Bridan, I noticed his ability to look at someone, assess them with his tools and his experience, and very quickly see what has been impacting the body. I mean, he looked at me, for instance, and was able to instantly follow the chains of how he sees things down to my feet, go in between my big left toe and the next toe, and make a small correction there, which then he said, "So when did you fall really hard on the right side of your sacrum?" And I thought, how the heck did he just know that? Because when I was 19, I took a fall off of crossing a river on a log about 15 feet above the river and fell down onto a rock on the right side of my sacrum. That was such a deep impact. It caused me to fully black out, lose bodily awareness, pristine consciousness, but not control of my body. So I was aware of this state that I was in, and it slowly took me time to come back in. That piece of my sacrum has been this sort of like thing that I've had to cortisol over my whole life and has sort of plagued certain aspects of my movement and things. And so within 30 seconds, Michael Bridan was able to see the pattern that caused neuritis in my left foot from hitting my sacrum. And then he followed that chain up and was able to see how that impact also created a shear between my occiput and my atlas on the right side in a very specific way. So his ability to quickly assess and see the body as a whole and then move in to make small corrections within the physical body that resulted in huge changes. So even his small correction in the toe made my whole feeling of sitting on top of my sacrum different. And as he moved up and worked and made the corrections in my neck and then up into the occiput, then he used his very unique and patented tools that percuss and vibrate all of the cranial sutures from the back forward. So he opened up everything where there had been adhesions, where there had been misalignment or misconnections, and all of those got opened until he was able to then work to move the planes of my face. And so I'd never seen anybody look at three planes vertically and three planes horizontally and have the knowing that in order for the brain to fully effectively communicate down and through the body and back, that those planes on both levels needed to come into plumb, into alignment, so that all of the openings for the nerves, the cranial nerves, etc., to move down the spine were able to do so effectively. And in doing that, he opened up. He was also able to see where I had broken my nose, had taken impacts to the face, and within a few sessions, he was able to unbreak my nose, make corrections that were significant enough to where when I saw my mom, she was like, "Oh my gosh, how is your nose straight again? Like, what is going on?" And it changed the dynamic of my whole face. My breathing has never been better. And as a yogi, breathing has been a huge part of my life for over 25 years. And yet my breath has become even more powerful, more effective. It's delivering something into my system in a way that it hasn't for a very long time. So what I'm noticing is that Michael is able to look at primary impacts and traumas that we've experienced physically and help to unravel at the base, at the core, at the cause level of those structural impediments. And when we're working together, he's been finding that rather than taking many sessions to get through what he calls the secondary, tertiary, and quaternary issues that are compensatory to these deeper traumas, that instead of that, Alphabiotics and our work with the autonomics is able to instantly sort of move those aside because they're just on the surface. They're those secondary level, right? And so in Alphabiotics, in our autonomic work and what we're doing as vitalists, we're able to interface directly with the brain and nervous system to reduce or remove those issues, and he's able to go directly into that primary issue and get work done.